Ever since the release of the first game in 1993, the story in Doom games has for the most part only been present out of necessity. It had to be there, but the gameplay was definitely the main focus. But the fourth installment is different, with a narrative that motivates your every action in the game. But what you may not know is that the story of Doom 2016 is actually much deeper than it might appear, providing commentary on things like social structures and discussing ancient philosophical ideas. So in the first scene, you wake up at the dentist because your anesthetics wore off too soon. You are shackled to the operating table because you're so terrified that you would try to flee. One of the dentists notices you've woken up.
Finally awake.
He wants to remove your wisdom teeth and is all like, show me your teeth, child. But you're all like, no! You then stand up, pick up a gun from the floor and kill his assistants as well. Watching back the footage of the procedure, you realize what kind of fucked dentist you find yourself at. You proceed to put on your clothes because the dentist took those from you for some reason, and then you try to play some Raid Shadow Legends available on iOS and Android. But the internet connection is terrible, which makes you throw a temper tantrum. We are then shown the title of the game, and we can now safely conclude that Doom is in reality an acronym standing for Dentists Operating on Mars, which coincidentally also sounds like a sick new name for a rock band. So then you go outside and set foot towards the office of the local internet provider to submit a formal complaint about the state of your current internet bundle. When you arrive, the power appears to be off, so you go ahead and turn it back on yourself. And immediately, some Fox News report starts playing about Olivia Pierce, who is a politician or something.
I'm gonna take such good care of women's healthcare issues, you won't even believe it.
You try to keep moving, but you get interrupted by some inconsiderate employees of the internet company who are trying to sell you garbage you don't want, so you politely turn them down. Did I say turn them down? I meant turn them to pulp. Holy shit. Yeah, so you might have severe violent tendencies and anger issues, but we'll worry about that later. It's not that important. You eventually reach the control room, where a very sleepy employee helps you realign a satellite dish, restoring your Wi-Fi connection. You're about to do your homework when you get a match on Tinder. Nah, it's probably just a catfish. I shouldn't even bother. Oh! So this Samuel Hayden wants to meet up with you and gives you a location where you can meet, but when you arrive, they aren't there in person. There's just a Skype call. While on the call, you realize you have definitely been catfished because Samuel looks nothing like his pictures. In fact, I'm not even sure they're a woman. But then he literally gifts you the Eye of Sauron. Intrigued by this gift, you decide to give him a chance. At this point, you start feeling rather hot, and you're not sure if it's because of your developing feelings for Hayden or because of your dense insulated spacesuit and the fact that the floor is made of actual lava. You decide to look for a thermostat, but the room where it's located is sealed. You figure it might have something to do with the sentient interdimensional meat toilets scattered around. Tear off what I can only imagine are their balls, and miraculously, the door opens. You turn on the thermostat and move to the next room, where you find Olivia Pierce absolutely killing it on Dance Dance Revolution. She then leaves and you chase after her, but you lose her in the next building, which turns out to be the Kool-Aid factory, judging from all the machines having colored liquids flowing through them. But you're shocked to discover they are turning red Kool-Aid into blue Kool-Aid, and everyone knows the blue flavor is inferior to the red flavor. And if you think otherwise, you will be called based and get bullied for your false opinion. So you destroy all the machinery to save the red Kool-Aid, which gets Hayden very upset, because apparently he owns stocks in blue Kool-Aid or something. But it will probably be fine, because it seems like Hayden is also active in another line of business. You continue chasing after Olivia, but you get distracted by a perpetually rotating barrel. Dude, what the fuck? Later on, you reach a very normal and not ominous looking tower. When you head into the building next to it, you find another gift from Hayden, this time a fresh new pair of Timbs. Now that you're looking lit as fuck, you head for the tower, where you spot Olivia Pierce carrying a magical bicycle pump. Aware of the immense power they can contain, you try and chase her to stop her, but the elevator is out, so you have to climb. Eventually you reach the top, but it's too late. Olivia activates the pump but can't control its power, so she floats away and fucking dies. The magic of the bicycle pump sends you straight to hell, where you end up stranded. And I mean, being in hell is cool and all, but eternal suffering gets old pretty soon, so you know, you'd rather leave. While searching for an exit, you find a few rocks that read you fanfictions about yourself. You think Hayden might have written them because you did hallucinate him being in hell earlier. Later you also encounter a group of playing children, but you really fucking hate children, so you start slapping the shit out of them. And then her mom shows up and is all like, yo, what the fuck? But you slap her too. Then you reach a part of hell that's very red. I don't know what else to add to that. But there is some kind of teleporter there that can send you back. When you get back on Mars, you get another message from Hayden, who wants to meet up for real this time. The easiest way to get to him is by train, but you need a ticket before you can board. So you start looking for a ticket machine. After a while, you still haven't found one, but you do find this one lever that plays music when pulled, so that's kinda cool. Eventually, you managed to find a stray ticket you could use. Oh, look what a cute puppy. You wouldn't mind if I took this from you, huh? No, you wouldn't. Good boy. With it, you head for the train.
It's okay, nigga. I got the deed card.
One dank train ride later, you arrive at the station. The first thing you do when you get off is making a beeline to the bathrooms because you haven't used the toilet since you started your journey. You end up shitting yourself because you forgot to take off your suit. Despite your little accident, you keep moving. At some point you find a picture of a guy with one of the most awkward smiles I've ever seen.
Hi, how are you?
But that's unrelated. Anyway, you get to the neighborhood where Hayden lives, which appears to be quite a rough one. After a small dispute with some local troublemakers, you stand in front of Hayden's apartment. You ring the doorbell, but it straight up tases you. Hayden just opens the door and lets you in as if nothing happened. While looking around this apartment, you find more fanfics about yourself and statues of your likeness, which confirms your suspicions that Hayden was the one who wrote the other fanfictions you found earlier in hell. Disturbed by this realization, you decide to leave. To take your mind off things, you go outside for some fresh air, play a game about Thanksgiving, and jump over bottomless death pits with zero regard for your own life. Well, in the meantime, someone appears to be playing the tuba through a distorter. Having calmed down, but only a little, you head back inside and make a man ascend to a higher plane of existence. After which you go for a ride yourself. You then start walking around aimlessly while having an internal monologue about your relationship with Hayden to try and cope with the discovery you made about him earlier. You know, maybe I should pull the plug on our relationship. I just feel like I haven't got my head on straight. It's not that I don't find him attractive, he's got a jaw-dropping physique. I'm just not sure if he's the kind of guy that's always willing to give you a hand, you know, because I need someone who's always got your back. But at the same time, I simply fail to see a future without him in my life. I mean, whatever must I do with myself? I get horny. At this point, you truly feel lost. You decide to try and cheer yourself up the only way you know how, with memes. So you head for the Dead Meme Museum that isn't too far away. When you get there, however, it seems to be closed. But you won't let that stop you from watching your memes, so you find a nearby vent and use it to get inside. But someone notices you vented and calls an emergency meeting. Turns out you're at the wrong address and you just broke into a high security military weapons testing facility. That also might explain why you found a nuclear weapon lying about. Yo, is this the gift shop? Dude, this is a weird ass looking flashlight. Hey guys, look at this new thing I just bought. You manage to find your way out and this time you arrive at the actual address of the Dead Meme Museum. You know for sure this is it, because you hear someone utter an age-old phrase. You wander around the exhibit and look at some of the most exquisite memes. You assert your dominance to let all of Reddit know you're superior, and then you attempt to become a meme yourself. But your meme gets stolen and your partially lifted spirits come crashing back down. Now there's only one thing left that could possibly help you climb out of your current state of depression. Religion. So you head over to your nearest church to seek the teachings of Jesus. There you learn all you need to know to understand every post on r/danchristian memes and how to serve a delicious cut of human steak. You end up becoming so enlightened that you immediately decide to share your religion with others as a Jehovah's Witness. Excuse me sir, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? Whoa, hey, don't touch me, you fucking pervert. Have I heard of breath mints? Hey, don't you know pointing at someone is very impolite? Alright, that's it. Let's see if you like it if I remove your stupid pacemaker. You killing a man upsets God and you're instantly sent to hell again. Obviously, you don't want to stay here, but luckily this time you know exactly how to get out of hell. You have to jump in the mouth of a large spooky scary skeleton man, head into a dungeon, punch a dumb robot in the everything, get a super stylish slam dunk on some buff pink dude, play a very anticlimactic game of laser tag with a couple of whiny pansies, collect the skulls of deceased tattoo artists, avoid getting squished by some moving ceiling trap straight out of Indiana Jones, enter the big and funky bubbling booger pit, get flattened anyway by a magic floating boulder,
kill it, unstab, bash, knock, crush, rack, smash, beat, and
step on a glowy smoke machine. And lower your settings for a total of 2.5 seconds. Get more heads of dead tattooists. Twist a random handle thingy. Twist a second handle thingy. Literally come as close to dying as humanly possible. Get a collateral trick shot on some flying meatballs. Ace a microcore level. Fight a group of spine chilling and spine breaking ghosts. Get an Amazon package delivered directly to your current location. And cure multiple Ooga Booga caveman Beyblade rock people of their tapeworm infection. Okay. So after you've done all that, you can get out of hell again. But this time you decide to take a souvenir with you, namely a fork specially designed to eat spicy Italian food with. Then you teleport back to Mars, where there are no problems and everything's fine, right? No. Remember when you turned on the thermostat a while back? Yeah, you left it on too low a temperature for too long and now everything's frozen over. You desperately try to reverse the effects before all systems malfunction thanks to the cold. What is this handle even for? Ah, fuck. What the fuck is up with all these buttons? They don't even do anything. Why are they even here? I don't understand. What about this lever? Oh no, that still just fucking shocks me. What does this button do? Fucking nothing. No, I give up. I don't want to do this anymore. Let me out, please. The air conditioning can't cool anything if it's fucking broken. I'm a fucking genius. You can't stop me. Have some of this, and this, and this. Wait, what the fuck? This guy just fucking quits the video game. You can't do that. Fortunately, your efforts appear to work. The place is starting to heat up. And heat up. And heat up. And heat up. And oh god, what have you done?
Meltdown in progress.
Well, looks like there's no brute forcing your way out of this one. It's probably best to just accept your fate and go out on your own accord. But then you remember, you still have a memory chip you took from a dude you found passed out somewhere and haven't seen what's on it yet. Might as well try to find out. It's not like you can do anything else in your final moments. So you hurry to the nearest computer and step on the slowest elevator mankind has ever created. Alright, let's see what's on this bad boy. So you end up in hell for a third time. It won't be easy getting out this time around though, because you didn't end up in the same region you normally end up in. This time you're in Hell's Kitchen by renowned TV chef Gordon Ramsay.
Fuck off!
At the entrance you first have to pass a short assessment, after which you're allowed into the establishment. Once inside you figure this might be a great opportunity to try out that new fork you got earlier. So you find some meatballs and dig in, but the meatballs are just too spicy for your pale ass and you're thrown against the floor. You try again with a different meatball and again with another, but you're faced with the same outcome every time. Defeated, you start looking around for something to give you direction, until you find a hole. But not just any hole, a plot hole. Because when you jump in, it turns out Olivia Pierce is still alive, even though she blew up ages ago. Also, did I mention she's actually a huge fucking spider cyborg? She seems to be in a lot of pain though, considering she's a cripple with only 4 legs instead of 8 and the fact that her brain is exposed, so you decide to put her out of her misery. What do you think of my camera? I thought it was a flashlight at first, but you can take photos with a flashlight. I got it at a gift shop some time ago. I think it's awesome. After taking a mind-blowing photo with Olivia, you're somehow sent back to Mars. Confused, you look around, only to see none other than Samuel Hayden stepping forward through the smoke. He reveals that he orchestrated all the events that happened to you. It turns out that he used to be in a relationship with Olivia, but she broke up with him. Samuel wanted to get back at her by seducing you and then letting you do his dirty work. He also takes your fork, because apparently his fat ass has a passionate affection for Italian cuisine. But he turns it into a knife, so it's like a fork and a knife at the same time. Kind of like a spork, but not really. Wait, would that make it a nork? Well, hold on. What in fuck's name? He then leaves you and you're left with nothing. Heartbroken. But just you wait till the sequel, baby! Holy fuck, look at that ass. Yo, is this a hentai game? Dude, you can complete microtransactions while playing. Oh, look at that bitch baby crying over there. Ooh, monkey. Gotta launch myself here. Quick shot, baby. That guy is bald. I'm not gonna make the joke. I don't recognize the Pokemon. Oh my god, that's a Terminator reference. I got another North. Idiot had it coming. There's my big fucking man. Ready for my penis flattening. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. This video is by far my biggest personal project to date. I had a lot of fun making it, I learned a lot, and I'm very happy with the result. But I think it will be a while before I pick up another project of the same magnitude as this one, so expect more of my other type of videos, but with better structuring and more edits. Now, I haven't said this in a while, but if you did enjoy it, let me know, and maybe consider sticking around. I also post updates on future videos, as well as other stuff on Twitter, so go ahead and follow me there. Add me as a friend on Reddit, I think that'd be kind of funny. Yeah. Okay, bye-bye.